Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back on NASCAR Thunder 2003. It feels like I've been in a while since I've ran this because I wasn't here last week when I normally do this, but we have 5 more races till our new chassis tire wear is done, and then we have to build that chassis and everything. We're gonna just stick with this car, I guess. We have 2 cars currently built, and this one has some more power and stuff, which I'm not too worried about for like Watkins Glen that we're going to, because I don't expect us to do really like amazing here by any means. And also, what is next week? Next week is Michigan, so I think I'd rather have that power down at Michigan than Watkins Glen here. So let's get on to Watkins Glen. Sonoma was really rough for us earlier in the season, so hopefully Watkins Glen can be a little bit better for us. I think the big change in like elevation is the word we're thinking of at Sonoma, I feel like hurt us a lot more than this track will, but who knows, we're probably just still gonna run last anyway, so let's see how we can do. I didn't feel terribly slow for like a practice lap. I did only 1 lap, but we were like 4 seconds off of the pole time, but honestly it felt pretty decent. Like I didn't feel too terrible, and as I say that about overdrive turn 1 immediately, but we got 2 laps here. Hopefully we could settle in the race a little bit better and get a little faster, because I'm trying to figure out the braking points a little bit and stuff like that. Clip the wall there. Try to like just maximize the cornering and all that, but feel pretty good here, honestly. A lot better than Sonoma for the most part, because I know Sonoma was a little rough for us for sure. Gotta just get through this clean. They put that wall there so you can't cut the bus stop. Wasn't the cleanest, but I'll take it. Running wide here, but I feel like they made so much elevation here when there's not normally like this drastic of elevation changes everywhere. It's really interesting because I've never like been on a Watkins Glen that has a ton of elevation changes like this. Like, yeah, up the S's there's some, through the carousel is a little bit, but I feel like they like overdo it a little bit. It's absolutely crazy. But first lap, we're gonna have more speed coming to the line on this one, so hopefully we can have a better lap 2. That was already like as quick or a little quicker than my practice time. Try to not overdo turn 1 as much, so that should be a better start. We're already 35th, so really good qualifying already for us. Try to not hit the wall going up these S's. Should help our speed out some. Okay, never mind, I'm gonna hit the wall on the other side. So I feel like that's actually worse, because I think I slowed myself down at a worse spot. This elevation change is weird right after the S's. I feel like that's not normal. And hopefully I can hit the S's a little bit better to where we don't cut through the grass on the back end. Yeah, that was pretty good. Try not to slide it too much so the stability doesn't slow us down too bad. Definitely keep overdriving the carousel a bunch. If I get a good run down this long straight after the carousel, hopefully we can get a little faster than the 1:16.3. I'm hoping we can get into the 1:15s. That would be kind of nice. I think we can. I slowed up way too much, so maybe we won't, because I think I was holding the gas a little longer than normal there. Coming on the front stretch, we might be able to beat that 1:16. It's gonna be close, but no, I think we're gonna be slower. Yeah, definitely slower. Did not have a great time. I feel like that uphill really slowed us down a bunch, but starting 35th.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Series made a right turn today on its way to Watkins Glen International for today's race, the Sirius Satellite Radio at the Glen. The Glen is a road course that can be quite a challenge to these drivers. Isn't that right, Barney?
Well, the Glen is quite fast for a road course. The problem is getting these big, heavy cars to handle well through the tight turns. A missed braking point can spell disaster for these drivers if they shoot through a corner too fast.
Jimmy Spencer has got to be happy about qualifying so well this week.
Yeah, this should give that whole team a little boost. They've been struggling in qualifying week after week, but it looks like they're trying to turn things around. I'm proud of these guys.
Kyle Petty will start this race a little farther back than he's used to.
Yeah, he was due for one of these bad starts, though. Nobody can start up front all year. You're going to have a bad qualifying run now and then.
The Sears Craftsman car is having some trouble in the points this year.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
I think it's crazy how they talked about Jimmy Spencer qualifying third and not Casey Kane qualifying second, or Nadu qualifying fourth also. Like, that's crazy for all of them being up there. But let's see if we can have a decent jump here. Restarts aren't crazy for us. We're actually a little slow on them, but that's fine. Because gearing's always weird for road courses. I don't know exactly how to adjust the road course gearing to make it better, honestly, for us. Because I feel like it was all right. But there's probably places it could be improved at, like certain gearings for certain parts of the track, but I'm not very good at all of that. It's not hit the wall up there. So that's a much better S than we had in qualifying, just because we didn't smack the wall. You can see they're already gone from us. I'm going to try and block Biffle. Okay, never mind. He was there a lot faster than I expected. These bus stops are going to be crazy trying to go too wide through this. But yeah, I did not expect Greg Biffle to get there so quick. That was kind of nuts. I don't imagine we'll get... Oh, God, I overshot the carousel. A caution here, even if there is like a spin out or something. Oh, wow, we're already dead last now. Wow, that happened very quick. We only got 9 laps here, so gonna kind of go by fast, I feel like, for me. Just because this is a very quick road course, I feel like, over... Compared to like a lot of the road courses they run nowadays and stuff. Like Watkins Glen is relatively a shorter one to me. I don't know if it's a little shorter than Sonoma, and I keep hitting the wall. Okay, I need to settle in and try not to damage this car because I have not played this game in a couple weeks and I am definitely a little rusty, and Watkins Glen being the first one back is very rough. So we'll see if we can try and catch up to anybody or not, because I feel like we potentially can. But we always know that their race pace is faster than their qualifying times and stuff anyways, which is nuts. And then we're going to fall off with some tire wear and all that. So we'll be pitting in a few laps time regardless. And we'll see if anybody blows a motor or wrecks at any point. And hopefully we don't destroy our car at the same time. Oh, wow, there's people pitting already. Lap 2 going into lap 3. That's kind of crazy. Wasn't expecting people to pit that early. That's kind of nuts, but I guess they can make it the rest of the way on fuel and they won't have to worry about pitting anymore, so I guess good on them. I'm definitely going to have to wait another lap or so to pit just to try and cut it in half and make it nice and even on our tires and stuff, because I really don't want our tires to be super worn out for either side of the run. But hopefully we can get a good pit stop whenever we go pit. I think it'll be in, like, not this lap, it might be like the next lap going into lap 5. That would make the most sense. That's like right at halfway for us. Oh, I fucked it. I completely screwed up. And we get a caution for that. Wow, that's crazy. I was trying to really get a good run off that carousel and I just completely ruined that. That was absolutely terrible. But yeah, I guess we'll pit and get all our damage fixed and everything. That was god awful. Holy crap. I'm very disappointed in myself. And a lot of guys in front of me are not pitting. Like, nobody is pitting. That's very interesting. I'm just gonna get everything fixed and tires, fuel, everything. Yeah, we should be good to go to the end, but I guess maybe some of these guys that haven't pitted up front don't have to pit anymore because maybe they can make it on fuel with the caution. I don't know. That's very odd. So it doesn't really matter if we have a clean pit stop or not. Just fix the car fully, please. I really screwed it up.
Adding fuel.
At least it was a clean pit stop by them. I'll take it. It was only a couple tenths slower than the projected, but yeah, I really screwed that up. I tried to just get throttled down on that carousel and it just tightened up so poorly. Oh my god, we're going on to lap 8 already. So yeah, maybe they don't have to pit for fuel or anything. That is kind of nuts, but we'll be good to make it to the end for sure. I imagine everybody else will now, but we are a lot slower now. I think we got engine damage from that, honestly. Oh, they are checking up big time into turn 1. Holy crap, I was not ready for that. But also, they could be on some older tires too, so honestly, we might be able to benefit out of this, shockingly. We'll see. Let me see going up these S's if we actually will or not, because fresh tires versus the guys we normally run around with some older tires. Casey Atwood's going flying by us. Greg Biffle is catching back up. I'm going to try and block him off a little bit. But they are checking up, getting bottled up into the bus stop here. got into Kimmel a little bit, but just trying to make the corner overall. But yeah, I really screwed up this corner. Like, I actually had like a good corner, and then I just gassed it up, and it went all the way wide to the outside. I did not realize that that wall was so close, because normally you could actually run that a little wide, and there's a little bit of asphalt there and stuff where you can run off to. So yeah, this game having the walls so close at some spots are really screwing me up. But hey, maybe we'll get lucky and not finish dead last. I'm lucky I didn't blow my engine, because I like fully got on the brakes and everything right there, trying to avoid it, and I could not. Like, that was just terrible. Get by, who was that? Was that Sadler? No, Sadler's in the 21. Who the hell's in the 38? I forgot. Completely forgot who's in the 38 off the top of my head right now. I cannot think. But we're in the top 40. That's pretty good. We can actually get some decent money, I feel like, if we finish in top 40. Feel like we can get by Shauna Robinson here, hopefully. Should be able to get by them into the bus stop, because they actually break a little early. Oh my goodness, never mind. Kimmel goes full bore into it. That was kind of nuts. Trying to make this somewhat clean. Wow, Jimmy Johnson's all the way back here? That's kind of wild.
Still there.
Yeah, Kimmel's getting by us on that inside. He's got the preferred lane.
Okay, we're clear.
Try and get down on throttle, but this is white flag, so we got to go for everything here on these last couple corners. I'm going to try and take the inside line. Maybe we can get by Skinner as well. I thought Kimmel was going to go up the middle 3 wide. Use up Skinner a little bit. Outbrake him, drop down in front of him. Holy crap, we're going to finish 37th out of this? Oh no, 38th maybe? Nope, I'm going to block him a little bit. We're going to get 37th out of that. I'll take it. I had an awful wreck and somehow didn't blow my engine. Team did a great job of repairing it, and we finished 37th out of it. Pretty lucky for us. I'll take that. Got some decent money. 156,000 for that. Finishing in the top 40 is really good for us. Mark Martin ends up getting the win. It's interesting. Oh, Nadu ended up 3rd. That's kind of crazy. Where did some of the top runners finish? Because I know, like, Kevin Harvick's up there in points. He got 22nd. Where is Gordon? Gordon finished 10th, so he had a really good day compared to Kevin Harvick. Junior, Jarrett. Where was Tony Stewart? I know he's in, like, the top 5 in points. I'm not sure exactly where he finished. He had a really bad day, it looks like. Holy crap. Oh, he finished all the way back in 31st, so he's going to be hurt in points for sure on that one. But with that caution, it made a lot of people not have to pit. But luckily, we had the fresh tires, and I think that really helped us out there in the back of the field. So I'll take a 37th place finish. Let's see where we can go from here. All right, going into Michigan, our cars. I kind of want to see what the difference is between the chassis, because 50 50 50 52, and this one has 50 50 50 51. Okay, I want to switch these up a little bit. I want to modify them, because I want to select a chassis. Which one's the 50 52? That's that one. It's already assigned to a car. And then let's do our better engine. So we have the better chassis, better engine going into Michigan. I feel like that will be necessary-ish, maybe, so we can try and go as fast as we can here, because big track, we want the power. Try to have it's all it is durability. It was the 52, but I'll take that. Everything else was the same. And we still are repairing and building a new engine, and then also we're repairing a chassis, so that will be done after this race. So we are building up a lot of money right now as well, so we can get some other things built faster and everything. So we got 4 more races till the tire wear for that chassis is done, and we'll probably get another chassis repaired by that time, and then we'll build a new chassis once that is done, and then start a brand new research for the end of the season. But let's get on the Michigan. Hopefully we can do pretty well here with it being a big track. We've been pretty decent at them, I'd say. All right, let's see what we can do here in qualifying. I'm like 3 seconds off of the pole time for like a lap. I ran like a 41.1 before, so we'll see what we can do here. I don't normally remember how far we're off. I feel like it's 2 to 3 seconds normally at like these bigger tracks and stuff anyways. I'm trying to think ahead for the future, like for research and development. I want to say like the next one we should do is the tire grip on the car, because the grip in the corners is what really slows us down a whole lot. So I'm hoping that we have a good amount of money after the research and development is done, and we can maybe do the tire grip slightly quicker, because it's $250,000 for 9 races, which 9 races is a long time. But then if we do it in 6, we might be able to get it done by the end of the year, but I don't think we'll have a chassis built by the beginning of the year is the only problem. So gotta try and math that out once we get to that point. But we didn't have a very fast first lap, but we didn't have much speed coming to the line, so that makes sense. This second lap's definitely gonna be quicker. That felt like a really good 1 and 2. We're already 39th, so should qualify somewhat decent, I would say. Try and hold this line for the most part. I try and tap the turning as much as I can in these corners, so I try to not make the car get too loose so that the stability doesn't slow us down. But that's going to be a quicker time. Might be a 40.9. I will take that. That is a lot better than what we were before. 33rd, good qualifying spot for us.
Welcome, everyone, to Michigan International Speedway for MRN's coverage of the Pepsi 400. What can we expect in this race, Barney?
Well, look for speeds approaching 200 miles an hour and cars running 3 and 4 wide. That's a recipe for some exciting stuff.
Shane Hall really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
And, of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. He'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
Johnny Benson won the Busch Series championship in 1995.
That championship was sandwiched between 2 Rookie of the Year awards. He won the Busch Series award in 1994, followed up his championship with Winston Cup rookie honors in 96.
The Sears Craftsman car is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Gentlemen, start your engines.
That Gordon car that was on the pit road I saw was so nice. I like the way I look a lot. But 20 laps here, I imagine we might fall back quickly in the beginning. Who knows? But hopefully we can kind of keep some speed. But I feel like this is just one of those races where we're not going to have a whole lot of pace, and I'm hoping that we can just kind of beat them out in the pits maybe some. But play a little bit of strategy there, see what works out for us, what doesn't. But in these corners, we're already slowed up a little bit too much. Hopefully we can hold these guys behind us a little bit. We got Shauna behind us, Casey Atwood. We're actually somewhat quick down these straightaways. That's the one thing about these bigger tracks is, like, I can usually get speed for the straights. It's just these corners are what really make us struggle. Trying to cut off Atwood there for the straightaway. Try and get back in the draft of Elliott Sadler up there, but we're kind of far back, so I kind of just got to play a little defensively. Still actually get a good run down this straightaway on the guys in front of us, which is good. Hold the bottom lane if possible. We're definitely better in 1 and 2 than we are in 3 and 4. 3 and 4, I think it's just the angle of the straightaway. We don't have as much turning in as we can in 1 and 2, because the angle for going into 3 and 4 is just flat here. So I kind of have to, like, get off it a little earlier. And then I wash up a little, use up Greg Biffle, we're fine. Still going to be 3 wide here with Mike Skinner and Elliott Sadler. Not as quick down the straight. I'm going to try and get up in front of Nadu and get in the draft. That's going to help us out in the straights. Hey, we haven't fell to dead last already, though, which that is a positive within itself. Try and get under Mike Skinner here if we can, because we're actually doing somewhat decent. I think the tire wear is going to completely screw us here. Potentially. Try and get him in front of Mike Skinner. Oh, I should have stayed in front of Nadu. He had a huge run. I was not expecting that. Try and side draft a little bit. But hopefully we can actually get like a top 40 finish out of this race. That'd be nice. The winner's purse for this track was like almost $20,000 less than Watkins Glen was, which is quite interesting. So we won't make as much money here by any means, wherever we finish most likely. But we just got to try and keep the car clean and see what we can do. I did not pay attention to see where next week's race is at. but hopefully it's going to be a decent one for us. I think we got to be going to Talladega somewhat soon because we've only gone to it once. We've gone to Daytona twice, but I'm excited for whenever we go to Talladega just because we're going to be fast there. We're going to be able to get like a top 20 finish, which will be awesome. That'll be a great day for us. But I need to just keep trying to hold these guys off. Robbie Gordon, there's not going to be any holding him off there in 3 and 4. 3 and 4, I just wash up, and I just cannot get a good run off of for the life of me. But we're still sitting top 40. I don't know who's way back there. It might be Shauna Robinson because I see a white car way back there, and I don't see her in the little pack behind me. So I will keep this up as much as we can. We'll probably be pitting here in like 5-6 laps anyways. And we'll see if we can try to beat off some of these guys around us, pit road, and see if we can have a solid pit and actually jump some of these guys maybe if they run a little long. Actually, a lot of them are probably run short, honestly, and they're going to be pitting probably in like 3 to 4 laps, and we'll be pitting in like 5 to 6-ish. But I really need to get down 3 and 4 here. I wash up way too bad, but Casey Kane is definitely falling back to us. I think Nadu is right behind Casey Kane, and Robbie Gordon just caught them as well. So we'll see if we can hold in this little pocket, maybe get up there and pass Casey Kane as well, which would be nice. We might have a shot going into 1 and 2 here to maybe get all 3 of these guys because Robbie Gordon's kind of stuck on the outside. I'm going to try and get the run right there on Nadu. We're going to be 3 wide, but we're really good in 1 and 2. So I'm hoping that we can get a good run here through 1 and 2, maybe clear Casey Kane as well. Even did it clean, which was the most shocking part. Gonna slide up right there. I didn't have much of a choice just because I got tight anyways. But I'm gonna try and stay in front of Nadu this time because I know he's gonna have a better run on us than Casey Kane was going to. And then try and run decent here in 3 and 4. Nadu's gonna get under us. I straightened out so we didn't get hit by him. And then Robbie Gordon's gonna go back by us too. Some guys are hitting pit road though. So we're going to gain some spots here before we go and pit, obviously. But we're running really well. We got up to like, what was that, 36th, I think, 37th, getting by Casey Kane. So I will take that. But we're going to pit here in a couple laps. But we are really good in 1 and 2, which is very, very nice. I am enjoying that a lot. I wish we could just be that good in 3 and 4. We could actually maybe have like a top 30 car. That would be really nice, but I don't think we're going to really be able to fix the car in pit lane. I'm not going to do anything to change it because we're running well enough to where we're not in the back, at least. Not the super back like normal. All right, well, we're halfway almost through this race. I'm actually going to come pit this time by. A lot of people haven't came and pit. Only that one little cycle of cars pitted so far. And now it looks like some leaders are heading down pit road also. But I feel like it's not going to be a huge chunk of cars like it would be for like the next lap or something. It looks like only a couple of them. A couple guys in front of us are as well. But they are going to kill us on the pit road anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just hoping that nobody behind us is trying to pit at the moment. But we need to get it down here, down to 70 miles an hour. Try and maximize this as best as we can. And that was as good as I feel like we could get it. So I'm going to keep everything the same. 17.7 pit stop is what we're projected. And I think we're actually going to have a clean pit entry, it looks like. Unless one of these guys leave the pits. Nope, we're good. He just left. That was perfect.
Good save. Now get them lugs tightened.
That cost us about half a second right there. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Looks like Atwood pitted behind us. So he gained a bunch right there. So did Greg Biffle. I'm going to try and get up on the surface right here because they're going to stay on that under the yellow line. Might be able to gain a little bit on them on the pit exit, which would be nice. Not a lot though. Wasn't able to do a whole lot, but on the exit there on the straightaway was nice. But we, I think we're a lap down right now because I think the leader hasn't pitted yet. But we are actually running quite decent, not going a lap down before our pit cycle. It is such a big track, so it's kind of hard to do that. But let's see if we can try to pull away from Atwood. Maybe get back up into like 35th or so, I feel like would be really, really nice. I think we were around 36th, 37th before we pitted, so I'm not sure where it's going to cycle us out to exactly. I think that's Casey Kane right there coming off of pit road. That's definitely going to be a spot. And then is that Kimmel up there? That might be Nadu up there coming off pit road. So he is ahead of us again. We were not that far behind him entering. I feel like we had a really good entry into pit road, and that one little hiccup that we had was like half a second, which was unfortunate, but I think we can honestly hold on to in front of Casey Atwood for the rest of this. That would be amazing. And somebody else is on pit road now. The leader's actually on pit road right now, so we're gonna get back on the lead lap, and then we'll see if we gain any more spots. Doesn't look like, I think Nadu's the only one on the track. Actually, that's John Andretti. That is a spot actually, so that's perfect. He was starting to catch us right before pit road entry for us, so us actually pitting before him gained us a ton of time on him, which was nice. But he's gonna have a couple lap fresher tires, so he might be able to come back and catch us by the end of this race. We'll see. Oh, Mike Skinner's still on pit road right there. That's gonna be 37. So yeah, we got all the way back up to 37th, which I think is where we were, 37th, 36th-ish, somewhere around there when we pitted. So recycled back up to where we were. That's really nice. We're having a good run, and then somebody blows their motor, we might be able to get up to 36. That'd be awesome. We have like 3 laps left right now, and the leaders are not that far behind us, as you can see on the map, but Frank Kimmel is slowly falling back to us. Like, we've been catching him. Nadu got around him, and we've been catching Frank Kimmel here. I just don't know if we're gonna have enough time, because I think we're gonna be lapped, so we might have one less lap coming up here. Oh, somebody blew their motor. That's gonna be 36th, and I feel like if we can catch Frank Kimmel, we can get 35th, because we are faster than him. Who is that down there? Oh, I think that's Michael Waltrip. Unfortunate. Unlucky for him, but leaders are on the last lap, so they would have to pass me on this lap, honestly. We might be able to hold off and have an extra lap here to try to catch Kimmel, because we are catching him quite quick. But I don't know who's in the lead. Is that Sterling Marlin, or is that Mark Martin? I can't 100% tell. Or is that the 10 of Benson? Or I think that's Newman, actually. Oh, I'm getting tight. I'm getting tight. I need to try and block him. I've got to try and block Ryan Newman here, so I can have an extra lap. I want to try and go and catch Frank Kimmel here on this final lap, but we're going to have to block him. All right, we finished. We didn't finish. The leaders finished, so we are good to go there. I don't have to worry about that, even though he's still going to race us. But they already finished their laps, but we're not going to be a lap down. I'm trying too hard. I'm smacking the wall. All right, we're not catching Frank Kimmel. That's a little unfortunate, but finishing 36th is a hell of a race for us. I'm happy about that. The blown motor, I think Michael Waltrip down there still on the apron, but these guys are going to kind of screw me up in the last corner, I feel like, because they're going to be slowing up trying to get in the pits and everything. What a bummer for Waltrip. Just, oh, is that Waltrip? No, I think that's Jeff Green. It had the same colors and stuff, but not the 15. I think it was the 30. But hell yeah, we're going to finish on the lead lap for a race. I'm super stoked about that. Finishing 36 on lead lap, that's an accomplishment for us, just actually being on the lead lap. We still get a bunch of money, 153,000, so nearly what we got at Watkins Glen. But Newman gets the win. Sterling Marlin was up there. I'm trying to see some of the front runners where they finished at in this one. Still looking. Harvick in 11th, so they're all going to finish pretty good. Stewart 7th, Gordon 5th, Jarrett Jr. all in top 3, and then Marlin, Newman to round out the front of the field. So let's go see the points and how everything has shaken out after this one. All right, we got over $500,000, which is really nice. I think we just had something finished. I think it was a chassis. Yeah, we have a chassis rebuilt now. It's back up to 100%. Or is that the one that was built with the new tire grip? I'm not 100% sure. I think it was just a second, a new one built or something like that, or the tire wear or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but we can start getting a new one, honestly, repaired, I think. Which one is our newer one? I'm trying to think. I think this is technically the newer one, and this is an older one. Maybe we just need to build a whole new one as well. I'm not sure, because we could build a new one in pretty quick time, but it's going to cost a lot. Don't know if we need to, but I'm going to repair this one, but because we can do it actually pretty quick with a decent amount of money. Not to spend a ton, but we can get that repaired pretty fast. And then we're still building the new engine, but this one can be repaired probably, because that is a fresher one, I want to say. This one I think is definitely a newer one, because we just used it. 85. This is 79, but I can't remember if this was like one of the first ones we ever had, so repairing it might be a little useless. I need to like remember. I need to write down like which ones are actually new and which ones are older for like our everything. I don't even know how to say what I'm trying to think, but because I think this one's a little down on power. Like this is one of our older ones. I think this is our newest one. We're gonna have a second newest one in 2 races. So really, I feel like we don't need to repair any. We could honestly sell this one, and we should be fine, because that will actually get us $36,000. And we're gonna have this one, that one, and this one. This is our actual best one. What races are coming up soon? God dang it! I need to like make a car. Select a chassis, 100. I'm not really too worried about it right now. Just pick that car so we can get out of this. I want to see what races are coming up. We'll have Bristol up next, and then we got Darlington, Richmond, New Hampshire, Dover, Kansas. Talladega is still quite a ways away, which is shocking. And then in and out like normal. Rockingham, Phoenix, Homestead to finish out the year, which is going to be tough. Atlanta should be all right for us, but yeah, the final ones are going to be tough. Homestead, I think, is a flat track in this still. It's not the newer Homestead, so we still got a while until Talladega. But coming up next will be Bristol and Darlington, which are going to be some tough tracks for us. So Bristol is going to be really tough, and Darlington should be all right. But next episode, we'll see that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always. We're starting to build up some money. I need to go through and figure out the engine and chassis stuff that I have got to deal with there, because getting some new engines, I want to make sure I know which ones have the upgrades and which ones don't, so we can like build new ones and sell the old ones and all that, because you can actually make some money off that, which is nice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.